Hello everyone, welcome back to class 7 mathematics chapter 2 fractions and decimals. Today's topic is exercise 2.2 questions 1, 2, 3 and 6. Let's move to the first question. Which of the following A to D shows the first question 2 integer 1 by 5? Which fraction represents 2 integer 1 by 5? The pictorial representation of this whole number with a fraction you have to show here. For that, first we have to find the fraction which is represented by 1 by 5. Yes, here the circle is divided into 5 parts and one part is shaded. So it is 1 by 5. Such two circles are there. So 2 into 1 by 5. So the answer is D. 2 into 1 by 5 represents the picture D. Next one, 2 into 1 by 2. So took the fraction which is divided into two parts. Yes, here the rectangle is divided into two parts. Such two rectangles are here. That means 2 into 1 by 2 represents the drawing B. Similarly, 3 into 2 by 3, which represents the figure A. Next, 3 into 1 by 4, which represents the figure C. Next, question number 2. Some pictures A, B, C are given below. Tell which of them show 3 into 1 by 5 equal to 3 by 5. Here it is given the fractional form. We can find the pictorial representation of 3 into 1 by 5. For that, first we can see the figure with the 1 by 5 as a fraction. See here there are 5 parts out of which one is shaded. So this represents 1 by 5 of the fraction. How many are here? Yes, there are 3 such rectangles are there. So the answer will be a rectangle with the 5 parts out of which 3 are shaded. So the answer of first one, that is 3 into 1 by 5 equal to 3 by 5, represents the figure C. In the same way, 2 into 1 by 3. Here the circles are divided into 3 parts out of which one is colored. Such two circles are there. So 2 into 1 by 3 equal to 2 by 3. The pictorial representation shows the figure A. The third one, 3 into 3 by 4 equal to 2 integer 1 by 4. That means two full figure and one figure is shaded one part out of 4. 3 by 4 means a figure is divided into 4 parts and out of 4 3 are shaded. Here see the triangle is divided into 4 parts and out of these 3 are shaded. So the pictorial representation of question 3 is B. Next question number 3. Multiply and reduce to lowest form and convert into mixed fraction. So children, in this question, what is the rule of multiplication of a whole number by a fraction? First we can go through or recall the rule for multiplication of whole number by a fraction. Yes, multiply the whole number with the numerator, then keep the same denominator. This is the rule we can use in this question. So our first question, 4 into 1 by 3 equal to 4 into the whole number is 4, numerator is 1. So the first step is 4 into 1 whole divided by, keep the same denominator, 3. So we get the answer as 4 by 3, which is an improper fraction. So we can convert it into mixed fraction. So the answer is one integer 1 by 3. Second question, 2 is a whole number multiplied by the fraction 6 by 7. So the rule is multiply the whole number with the numerator and put the same denominator, which gives 2 into 6 upon 7. That is equal to 12 upon 7, which is the lowest form. It is improper fraction, so we can convert it into mixed fraction. So we get the answer as 1 integer 5 by 7. Next, question number 4. 5 into 2 by 9. Multiplication of a whole number 5 with the fraction 2 by 9. In this case, multiply the whole number with the numerator of the fraction whole divided by the denominator. So we get the answer as 10 upon 9, which is the lowest form. So we can convert, this is improper fraction, so we can convert it into mixed fraction. So we get the answer as 1 integer 1 by 9. Now we move to the next question, question number 5. 2 by 3 multiplied by 4. Here 2 by 3 is a fraction, 4 is a whole number. So multiply the numerator of the fraction with the whole number and keep the same denominator, which gives 2 into 4 whole divided by 3. That is equal to 8 upon 3 equal to 2 integer 2 by 3. Now sixth question, 5 by 2 multiplied by 6. Here the fraction is 5 by 2, whole number is 6. So the numerator 5 multiplied by the whole number 6 whole divided by 2, which is equal to 30 upon 2, which is equal to 15. Next question, 11 into 4 by 7. Here whole number 11 multiplied with the numerator 4 of the fraction and divided by 7, the denominator. So we get 11 into 4 whole divided by 7, which is equal to 44 upon 7. This is an improper fraction and it is in the lowest form. So we can convert it into mixed fraction. So we get the final answer as 6 integer 2 by 7. Now the next question, question number 8, 20 multiplied by 4 by 5. Here the whole number is 20 and the fraction is 4 by 5. So while applying the rule, multiply the whole number with the numerator. So we get 20 into 4 and keep the same denominator. So the answer will be 20 into 4 whole divided by 5. So children, here we have to write one more step, we can write it here. Here you can write one more step, that is 20 multiplied by 4 whole divided by 5. So cancel. 5 is common in numerator and denominator. So we get the answer here as 4. That is equal to 4 into 4. This step also you must write down here. So we get 4 into 4 divided by 1. That is 16 is the answer. Next, we move to the ninth question, 13 into 1 by 3. Here the whole number 13 is multiplied with the numerator of the fraction 1 and keep the same denominator 3. So the answer is 13 upon 3, which is the lowest form and in the improper fraction. So we can convert it into mixed fraction. So we get the answer as 4 integer 1 by 3. Now we move to question number 6. The first question, 3 into 5 integer 1 by 5. Here whole number multiplied by a mixed fraction. So what is the first step? Yes, first step we have to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. Then what we can do? Yes, the whole number multiplied by numerator of the fraction and keep the same denominator. So 3 into 5 integer 1 by 5 equal to 3 multiplied by, we can convert mixed fraction into improper, 5 into 5 plus 1 whole divided by 5, which is equal to 26 by 5. Now this is of the form whole number multiplied by a fraction. So multiply the whole number with the numerator and keep the same denominator. So we get the answer as 3 into 26 whole divided by 5. There is no common factor in numerator and denominator. So if we are multiplying, we get 78 upon 5, which is equal to, which is in the lowest form and it is an improper fraction. So definitely we can convert it into mixed fraction. So the answer is 15 integer 3 by 5. Now we move to question C, 7 into 2 integer 1 by 4. First we can convert 2 integer 1 by 4 into improper fraction, which gives 2 into 4 plus 1 whole divided by 4, which is equal to 7 into 9 by 4, equal to, multiply the whole number with the numerator, which gives 7 into 9 whole divided by the same denominator 4. There is no common factor in numerator and denominator. So the answer is 63 upon 4, which is an improper fraction. So we can convert into mixed fraction. So we get the answer as 15 integer 3 by 4. Next question D, 4 into 6 integer 1 by 3. So the first one, 4 into, we can convert a 6 integer 1 by 3, that is 19 upon 3. Now we can multiply the whole number with the, we can multiply whole number with the numerator of the fraction and keep the same denominator. So we get 4 into 19 whole divided by 3, which is equal to 76 upon 3. This is the lowest form and it is in the improper fraction. So we can convert it into mixed fraction. So we get the answer as 25 integer 1 by 3. Our next is question E, 3 integer 1 by 4 multiplied by 6. So here we can convert the mixed fraction 3 integer 1 by 4 into improper. So we get 3 into 4 plus 1 whole divided by 4, which is equal to 13 upon 4 multiplied by 6. Now we can multiply the numerator of the fraction with the whole number and keep the same denominator 4. So here we can write one more step, you can write it here, 13 into 6 multiplied by 4. This you have to write this step. Here 4 cancelled with 2 and here it is cancelled and getting 3. So the numerator become, after this you have to write this step. 13 into 3 whole divided by 2, that is 39 upon 2, which is an improper fraction, hence we can convert it into mixed fraction. So we get the answer as 19 integer 1 by 2. Hope that you understood the questions properly. Thank you and have a nice day.